All right, what is up, everybody? It is Risen Gaia, aka Adam, aka whatever the hell you want to call me tonight. Coming at you with some more D&D. Of course, this is the Strife of Aradiel. This is session 11, I think. We're in those matching double digits here. About to get everything going, get the group in here. Now, I do want to say, first off, if you can see there in the title, it's got the little, at the very end there, the little bits thing. Got some new things added in there. Want to play around with them, check them out. Make sure you read what stuff says before you start pressing things. You know, just saying. But going on from there. Also, I think I mentioned it to one of you already, but everybody else, bear in mind, take it easy on me tonight. I just need some understanding. My kids, they've been sick, and I just happen to, at this point now, appear to be coming down with a little case of this strep throat that's been destroying my household that I thought I was too strong for, but apparently it got a hold of me too. And so my throat's a little rough, y'all. So I'm here. We gonna do this shit. I wasn't gonna cancel the session, but let's get everybody in here. But if my voices aren't quite as unhinged as usual, you know why. You know why. All right. But anyways, we got everybody looped in here. How is it going? How y'all doing? And we got Jasper tuning in today from joining us today from Japan, out there living it up. Still made time for us, so that just shows you that Japan isn't all it's cracked up to be, because he still wanted to be here.
God damn.
God damn. Did my music loop out? Hold on. Oh, there we go. All right, but yeah, so we're going to pretty much kick right into things, because from where we had left off before, you guys were off on the coast. You had pretty much picked everything apart there. You managed to get in and get the mithrils and everything you needed out of the wagon. Didn't take anything aside from that. A lot of gold in there that, despite Jasper's stickier desires, everyone decided to leave that all nice and set aside there. You guys got everything packed up, starting to head off back on the road, and you're heading back towards Midway. Now, I'm kind of get off first off here. Now, pretty simple trip. That first stretch of it, you're just making your way back up the roads, and of course, at some point in time, you have to settle in and kind of take some time to rest. Hey, thank you for the follow there, Faerie. I'm gonna say Faerie. If I got it wrong, I apologize. But yeah, so you guys are going to make your way that way. A couple of times there, you're gonna have to take to camping. It is you guys are at this point. Who is actually riding these wagons here? You guys got the horses tied off. Who's riding? Who's driving this special wagon?
It is carried by horses, no?
Yeah.
Okay, I suppose I go on the armored wagon. They're riding, not riding, like driving the wagon.
Okay. All right. And you guys, at this point, I mean, there's as many wagons as there are people there with you. You did manage to reclaim all of them as you're kind of heading back off on the trail. At some point, you are going to have to hunker down for the night, unless you guys are going to try to just barrel through and keep the thing pushing, or what? You guys going to stop for camp? Or what do you guys plan on doing as the hours go on? Because even with these wagons here, the things, they're heavy wagons, so these horses aren't exactly just barreling through. They're probably going about as fast as you guys would go at a walking pace.
I think we would hunker down at some point as it gets dark.
Yeah. Ragnar would definitely.
And to clarify,
vote to chill.
4 total wagons or 5 total wagons?
There's a total of 5 wagons, if I recall correctly. Give me 1 second. Oh, I'm sorry. No, there's a total of 4. There's 3 standard, and there is the 1 special wagon.
Okay.
Okay, so we take the night here. and then let the horses rest. That sounds good.
All right.
I'll make a fire then.
So, hunkering in, everybody kind of getting down there to gather up and take some time on one of these evenings, getting the fire going and such. Does anybody have anything that they need to do throughout that night there? Or
Ragnar is going hunting for animals to capture.
all right, and Clem, you very much would. All right, and then so as you are now, are you going on your own? Are you trying to slip out there, kind of stealthily? Or are you making a quick step on your own out there? How are you doing that?
I mean, not like from the party or just like solo.
Kind of
Like,
solo. Like,
I'm
are you trying to head off that way without being obviously noticed, or like if someone were to follow you, would that be okay?
Oh, I don't think I would care. My mind is getting what I need.
Okay. So, as you're starting to make your way off towards the end there, is anybody seeing him? He's not being slapped by anything. He just kind of goes off. Are you announcing what you're doing, or are you just pushing onwards?
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna try to find us some food and go hunt.
All right. So, he's stepping off that. Is anybody following him?
No, but I'll ask if you want one of these spare goggles of the night, goggles of dark vision.
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
Elven eyes.
I think we have a bunch. So. Yeah.
And so as he's starting to make his way moving off there, at this point, your guys' new little friend there, Mr. Plemelin the Goblin, has already started setting up some of his equipment there. As you guys have been setting everything in, he's been doing some tinkering. At one point, there is this sudden, just loud kind of explosion you hear as one of his little experiments he's tinkering with booms and goes off there, and you see open up this little hovering little portal there. Bursts open, gives a shimmer,
Oh my.
and you can see in the very open space that's left there behind. Kind of have to squint your eyes a little bit to even really see it after a moment, but a little flying little thing. Glowing too bright to get any real details aside from a slender figure inside of it, and some kind of heavy sack hanging over its back there. And there's a sudden shout from Plemelin. Kill it! Kill it before it gets away! And I wasn't expecting this to pop up so damn soon, but as we know, Plem, of course, saw a button and is not one to not press said button. So, with the most ready map I have here for you,
Oh,
make sure we are seeing everything from the proper positions. All right. Let me see if I can. All right.
I'm sorry. Did just something came out at portal?
oh my god.
And Fleming summoned
Yeah, he-
or Ragnar run off to the forest. Are you serious?
That is exactly what has happened. Is that this little portal has opened up. This little glowing thing, a very bright silver, bright glow is shining off of this thing, and this little section of clearing that you guys were starting to get all your stuff set up there. Now let me go ahead and get initiative from everybody when you are ready.
Okay then.
Is Ragnar still there?
Ragnar is still there. This is as you were getting ready to start making your move away from everything.
I got a 12.
Ah, damn.
Me too.
Oh. What's your dex?
Mine
Yeah.
+4.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you beat me. I have only a +1.
All right. So is anybody trading any movement or anything? Or what are you guys doing?
We can only trade with Torin, right?
Yeah, it's just me.
It's
Unless anybody has alert.
It's one more than us.
Oh my. This initiative is already in order in the log, it looks like.
Is everybody set?
I think so.
All right. So with that, it's going to zoom over. This thing is taking the top of the round there. Doesn't do much except moves around sporadically. Stops at one spot there and starts moving around. Its hands making these little silver sigils. You can see a little spark, a little small portal starting to open up in front of it and starts to expand there. And that ends its turn. And that is going to bring us over to wherever I did the damn thing at. All right, Torin.
We're
You're
about
up,
to
go for it.
rest. Right.
What's that?
I said we're
was the
about to
plan, I
rest
think.
after this.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, the prototype blunderbuss is coming out.
Oh no.
Oh God.
How many feet away am I from Torin?
Isn't it still on 2 wheels?
It's got wheels. It's got,
It's got
a
two
handle.
wheels on it. It balances on its two little wheels. Don't
Okay.
ask how that works.
So I can use my superiority dice on this too, right?
If
So
it
I do
applies
have
to
the-
the attack, then yeah.
Okay.
I'm scared.
So
I'm
let's
right
see.
in front of you.
I am going to use a cannon. Let's see if I hit. All right, come on. Do better than last time, please. As a 19.
A 19. Ooh, that just barely hits, but it does hit.
Oh, what?
All right, this is going to be a trip attack.
So
So
keep in mind
you're-
this thing. How does trip attack gonna work there? Considering the thing isn't walking, it's flying, it's hovering. I don't know that. Let me.
If
let me
nothing
look-
happens, I'll take the extra damage.
Yeah, let me look at that ability real quick, and then we'll see.
Can he clip its wings?
Oh
Drop
god.
its
Can I ground it?
Trip when you hit a creature with spell spirit.
It basically just says if it has to succeed a DC or become prone.
Yeah, the target is large
But
or
it's
small.
tiny.
It's actually tiny, so it's not going to apply to either of them anyways.
It's not okay.
No,
I'll
that's
just-
if you got
but the damage will still go through.
damage will still go through.
Cool. All right, I'll roll some damage for this. That's the piercing damage. That is 14 piercing.
14 piercing. All right.
With a not all of my superiority dice.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Ignore all that.
Said hit all the buttons.
Yeah, and it has an 8 on the superiority dice.
8 on this purity dice. All right. Boom,
And
boom.
then it has to make. Well, I guess the blunderbuss doesn't have to make a save as well for the explosion.
I believe you are correct for that one. Yep. Gotta make a DC. Proficiency. What's your dexterity? Is 4? God damn.
Plus 4, yeah.
All right. So 14.
Yes.
Ooh, 14 exactly. Just barely makes it. So it's still gonna take half, I believe.
Yeah, so it's half.
Yep. So 3d8 and it takes half.
It takes 9.
Damn.
She's still standing?
It is still hovering. As you hit this thing, though, you blast off, and there's this massive explosion, and it booms around. You can see inside of it something on. It's patting off flames at it, and as it does, it uses a reaction there, and it casts a. This is a variant of web in that area there. Give me 1 second. A 20-foot cube.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
20-foot cube. Shit.
That's a big cube.
Ah, that's not that big, right?
He gets all of us.
Bam.
Oh, damn.
That is where the cube is going to go down. launches it off, makes it difficult terrain there, and
So
yeah, so that whole ground right there, difficult terrain, dexterity saving throw, or you're restrained going through it. All right, and
can
You
I
have
action
any-
surge?
go ahead.
Can I action surge?
Yeah, are you trying to move through it?
No, I'm just gonna stand there and just keep using the cannon. I have the gunner feat, so I ignore the reloading.
And you're gonna action surge and fire again.
Mm-hmm.
Son
I'll
of
fire again with it.
All right, go for it. Jesus.
In the web that is flammable.
I haven't moved.
Said, wait, they're killing it? Yeah, they're killing it. What'd you think they were gonna do?
You put a target in front of us. and
Yeah,
expect us
right?
not to immediately shoot at it.
I never had any doubt that they were gonna kill this poor thing.
All right, so I'm
Bunch
also
of
going to use
sickos.
luck to give myself advantage for this shot.
Hey, the goblin told us to.
Yeah,
The goblin told us to. We trust the
Said
goblin
kill it.
around here, okay?
All right, so roll. $21 to hit.
21 to hit. I would say it hits. Let me go ahead and do your.
So that
And
is
it is going to fail. So it's gonna take full damage on everything.
so that's 12 piercing. This is also a trip attack as well. 10 explosion damage, fire damage, so 22,
Oh, man.
and then another D8 for the trip damage. That's another 8.
Good lord.
Tori just one shot this thing.
So
Oh no.
with that, in the blink of an eye, as Torin has gone insane with this new odd little contraption here, and manages to launch off a double volley of just hellfire down on this thing. Yeah, you have sent it down, and it has absolutely annihilated this little muff. All I can say is curse words right now. Let me reel it in for just a second. Ooh, so he is dead as hell. Go ahead and get rid of his little magical thing there.
Oh my god.
You people are monsters. What
We
am I?
didn't even get a chance to do it.
Right?
I didn't even stand up from the fire.
I think I gotta start trying harder to kill y'all. Anyways, so first off, hey, Plam, do us a favor. Go ahead and put in exclamation D4. Let's see how many magical items they're gonna get. While I check to see right now how many coins they're
Look, I
gonna
haven't
get.
used my cannon. I had all my stuff. I was ready to go.
I was good. God damn.
Let's
We
see.
butchered that thing.
That's an understatement. That don't even begin to describe the amount of murder. Rolled a 3. All right, and then where is it at? What did I have it set to?
Torn just blows the smoke off the tip of the cannon. Just
In Spain, there is like a saying for killing
What just transpired
killing,
is insane.
killing flies with cannons. So literally.
I need more D10s. What the fuck are they?
D10s. Oh man. Where the hell did I put that bag? I have a bag of very sharp dice on my desk, and I hurt myself every time because they're right beside my mouse.
That sounds like a real problem.
Like, no, like, look at these. Look at this.
Have you
A
considered
full set
moving
of
them?
these.
Just gotta
I-
move 'em. The solution is right in front of you, brother.
Yeah, the solution is there, but I'm lazy.
Fair enough.
I have so many dice just sitting in a corner somewhere right now.
So, with that, as you all have murdered this mostly innocent, kind of really didn't do nothing to y'all, but you were told to kill, and you psychopaths hopped right to it. No no questions asked. And
well,
as it bursts out, its bag ripping open and seemingly a little pocket dimension opening up as it just starts raining down silver coins upon everybody. And I gotta do math here, so y'all gotta give me a motherfucking second. Sheesh.
damn, math in my D&D. Who asked for that?
I know, right? I didn't sign up for this shit.
I did not expect this thing to start raining money.
Yo,
I wasn't ready for that either.
It's rewarding us for killing it, so,
God.
next time it's going to be all
Finbar,
style.
did you happen to grab any more of those cannonballs while we were with the guy?
I do have some in my inventory, yeah. Do you
Okay.
need them?
I might. I guess are the cannonballs are no longer retrievable once they. are
so
used?
it drops a total of 58,000 silver coins.
Okay,
What?
related. How much did you say?
58,000 silver.
So that's 5,800.
Oh yeah, we're ruining the economy here, y'all. Fuck
That's
it.
11,
Let's go for it.
608.
Give a fuck. Let's blow it up, y'all.
How much is it each?
11,600.
11,600. Yeah.
And before, let me right here, because I know how our group is here. Before any of y'all get the bright idea to go doing it again, there is a cooldown. There was a cooldown. There was a cooldown. It is simple. It is no more than two fairies a session, and an hour between each one, at least.
Well,
So-
Jasper, I think we found your solution to your gold problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is exactly why the players can't press the button, because otherwise Jasper over here, what, $2? Yeah, let's go. All right, now
Wait,
let's.
it's only $2?
You know,
Damn.
if we divide it by
Uh.
6, that's 9,666.
9,666.
So 9,666.
So now-
And let's see.
Flenwell and the Goblin a cut.
Oh yeah. So
And he rolled a 3.
9,666.
966
9,666, right?
for each one of us
Yeah.
of silver, no?
Yeah.
Silver, yeah.
Yeah.
600 or 900. I heard that. I heard
I got 9. If we divide it by 6, I got 9,666 gold pieces
6.
or silver pieces.
Okay.
So
Just making sure.
Right.
Wow.
'Cause we still have a goblin with us.
It
Good
doesn't
lord.
fit into my pockets.
go.
I'm questioning my decisions here, y'all. So first off,
Oh no.
as you guys are gathering your coins, 3 more items pop into existence there. One, an interesting looking broom.
Oh,
2, a, what is this? 30. Little circlet with some gems on it. And then finally, that's a higher one. A staff with a serpent carved into the head of it.
Whoa.
It's payday.
so are these supposed to be useful, guys, or are these just shiny things that we can sell?
I'm not sure.
Ragnar, did you bring already the food?
I didn't even leave.
He was walking out and things just started popping off. That's what transpired.
Yeah, it
there.
was Ragnar punted and just heard 2 explosions.
Yeah.
3 in total, actually.
I don't even think I turned back fully yet.
You're getting ready to leave it, just bang bang.
Rizzo, are
Flashback
these,
to brooms.
the cannonballs I used, they're gone after they're used, correct?
Yeah.
Let's see. You launched 2 of them total at the on the coast, because one at the boat and then one when it exploded. You launched two now. That was
Yeah.
4. How many did you grab before you left? I don't know how many exactly you grabbed out the.
So I think I had 5. Yeah, I had 5 of them,
So you got 1 more then.
and then I had 1 more. Okay, and then Finbar grabbed a few as well.
I have 5 in my inventory.
Wait, where? There they are. Okay.
It's dead weight.
So I need to make sure I get that one off there. Oh no, I had 4, so now I have 0 left.
Oh damn.
Okay, yeah. I know.
All right. A broom ended a campaign. Oh. We'll get back to that with story time later. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Plem has in
Wow.
fact ended a campaign on account of a broom. But to be fair, Plem, never mind. We're gonna be nice. We're gonna be nice. Only Plem could end a campaign with a fucking flying broom.
That is one hell of a sentence right there.
I guess that's kind of a spoiler right there, but you guys are gonna figure it out anyways. Whatever. All right.
He's saying user error.
User error. There you go. All right. So yeah, that just happened, and with that, Plemelin back over there trying his best to gather up the pieces of whatever the hell he was working on that seems to have just exploded everywhere. It's kind of scraping things together. If you walk over there, it's nothing but weird bent metals and a couple of different crystals and coins and weird little knickknacks he had kind of laid around inside this weird little globe thing.
Summerlin, so what was all that about?
Well, I'll tell you what, I was trying to work on a new little experiment I had going on. It was going to be nothing too fancy, right? I just wanted to see if I could mass produce a couple of bags of Holdens. You know, the bags of Holdens, they're real popular. But it's all some very wacky kind of magic. Thought if I made a little portal through the Feywild right there, pocket size, it'd be good. But what I did there might have made a little bit of a ripple. And let me check something here. Pulls up another crystal and puts two of them together. They fucking spark between the two of them. And I don't think that's the end of it. So, my mistake. I think the lines between the Feywilds are a little thin at the moment. So, on the bright side, if you happen to see any more of those little critters running around there, flapping their little wings there, kill them. All right, they're psychos. Don't let their cute little faces and their little skirts fool you. Okay, they will rob you and leave you dying in a ditch if they get the chance to. Trust me that. Anyways, I have some things to put back together, so if that'll be all for the evening, then shit.
How does he respond to the silver?
To the silver there, he looks at it, he kind of nodding his head. It's a pretty good batch there. It's nothing. That's just one of the silver ones. Consider that like a little guppy. You guys haven't seen the big sharks. Whew. They'll have it raining diamonds on you, I tell you.
I mean, you could better be still and not do anything like this while we're sleeping or resting. Could you?
I mean, listen, when inspiration comes a knocking, you gotta answer it. You gotta, every now and then, I get an idea and then I don't know what else to do about it. I gotta go and I gotta work and I gotta work and I gotta work. And then sometimes, most of the time, there is an explosion. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's lots of explosions. But when there's not an explosion, there's an implosion. But when there's neither an explosion nor implosion, you get results. And that's where I live.
Yeah, but
Alrighty then.
I mean, okay, but if you happen to have an explosion, don't be near me, okay?
Here, I have something made just for you. And he goes over and he digs through some stuff and he pulls out from out of one of his pockets there a sign about this big, goes over and hands it to you. It's got the little rope on it so you can hang it from wherever you want to, and engraved into it, it says, "But did you die?"
I'm going to look at them like Torrin. I'm starting to get tired of this goblin. He's not letting me sleep well.
I don't know if I can say anything because he actually hasn't hurt you with his explosions yet, but I have.
Yet.
I mean, you cannot say anything. Jasper maybe, but you cannot. I mean, I don't know if next session I'm going to be blasted by a fireball. I don't know. Maybe yeah.
Hell, it might be someone entirely different who
You know-
attacks you next time.
It could be.
True.
Also.
But hey, Finbar, you got those extra cannonballs on you that I can take?
Oh, yeah, the dead weights. I was training with them like passively, you know. But yeah, I was carrying them for you. So if you need them,
Yeah, I could. If you don't mind, I can get a few more of those.
I have 5 on the.
And while they're planning on making those exchanges there, Ragnar, you have been heading off into. Thought my stuff all went down. Ragnar, you have been heading off into the kind of the trees there. Again, the area you guys are in, it's not really a lot of thick foliage there, mainly tall grass and stuff, but there are trees here or there, and you kind of find a little gathering area of that. Are you still heading off that way?
Yeah, I'm just looking to see if I can find any kind of little wildlife, like a squirrel even.
Okay. Go ahead and just give me a survival check.
Ooh, okay, not bad. Up to.
Oh, was that your survival 17? Okay. So
Yeah, sorry.
kind of stepping through at this point, it's not extremely laid out, but it is dark enough that the sky is kind of shifted from that orange and red into that more kind of purple and deep blues, almost black, kind of lining. The stars are starting to come out. You can see up in the trees there's some owls sitting there. See a couple of squirrels run by and take refuge inside one of the little holes, well, in the kind of gaping mouth there of one of the trees. Some rabbits burrow down into the little things there. Small pond nearby where you can see frogs and a number of other little critters, turtles and such. What are you going for? What's your preferred
I'm
snack?
going to go to the. So there's a pond with fish.
I don't know if there's any fish in there. It looks like it's just a very small little ecosystem. There are frogs over there, tongues shooting out at dragonflies and other things flying by overhead. If you get closer to it, look to see if there's anything else swimming around in there.
I mean, I'll just go for the frogs, I guess. And I'm actually going to cast suggestion on
On
one
the
of
frog?
the frogs. Yeah. It's gonna make a wisdom save of 15.
Read suggestion to me real quick. I'm trying to get my little water thing here situated.
Okay, so suggest a course of activity. Describe in no more than 25 words. It's one creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. The suggestion must sound achievable and not involve anything that would obviously deal
I'm
damage.
gonna argue that a frog can't understand you on that one.
That is
You know I
fine.
hate to do it to you, man, but I'm gonna say this frog looking at you like, the fuck is this guy talking about?
And instead, I will do command, which does not need that.
Okay, all
One
right.
word command to creature you can see. And it needs to make a wisdom save or follow the command on its next turn, which I'm going to pull out my bag and basically just the command will be get inside my bag. It needs to make a wisdom save of 15.
Which a 5 is not gonna pass that, and actually I'm sure it's probably even less than a 5. I didn't do the exact math, but you know I don't think frogs are out here writing Shakespeare. Yeah, so it goes jumping its way on over there. Oh, that's the perfect emote for right now. Goes leaping over there and makes its way, kind of stops at the very edge of it. Not fully stopping, just slowing as much as it can as it gives you this odd little look up towards you and then leaps into the bag there. One frog
Sweet.
captured.
And then I'm going to do it to another one if allowed.
All right. Okay, that one rolled higher. I gotta actually check what a fucking frog's wisdom is. Give me a second.
It's a -8.
A negative
It's an
8?
8. It's an 8. -1. Sorry.
A negative
8,
1.
-1. Sorry.
So with the 18, this one's actually gonna look at you like, nah, buddy, and it's gonna leap into that water, and
Cool.
It's intelligence of 1 also.
it's like, I fucking do it again.
Bro.
Well, I got one of them. I would assume I can't be doing this for too long, and that was all my spell slots, anyways. And then I'm going to take the frog that I did capture and do my ritual on it.
Ooh.
And
Alright.
instead of doing 2 creatures, considering that I couldn't catch a second creature, I will do. I will draw some of my own blood and do that. And I know that we're about to take a long rest, and I won't get it back from that. Correct?
Yeah. So technically speaking, the way it's gonna kind of work out because the ritual is set to be done at dawn. So if you're gonna do it, kind of consider it like you're gonna have to get up that next morning there, maybe find some
Okay,
free
then.
space, and then go and complete your ritual. Which, are you being sly about that one? Are you trying to
Yes,
slip
that one
off?
I will try to slide away so the rest of the party doesn't get creeped out.
Let me get a stealth check from you. This is kind of preemptive here.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Oh, let's go. Dirty
Oh.
20.
All right, dirty
Nice.
20. Does anybody have a passive perception beating a dirty 20 there?
I was just looking at my path. I was like, okay, I got a 15. Maybe I'll see this. Nope.
I don't have it, but I'm going to ask him because he came back from hunting, no? Ragnar?
Oh yeah, you said you were gonna go.
Yeah,
get food.
yeah, he did go to just
I
kind of
mean,
gather some foods there.
As he comes back, I'm going to. Ragnar, did you catch something? I'm heating up some water in the pot.
No, no, not really. I mean, there was a bunch of creatures, but I'm still so bad at this. Sorry, man.
Would you like me to come with you and give you some help with that? I'm not doing much right now.
Nah, don't worry. We will eat soup today, and that's it. Soup of things in my bag.
And then even to sell it more, which I was gonna do anyways. Before going to bed, I'm gonna start reading that how to hunt book that I got, or hunting for dummies.
Okay, let me get a intelligence check, a straight intelligence roll from me.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, just a straight intelligence.
You ever just stare at a page and like, you know the language, you know it says something, but you can't get past that first sentence. For some reason, you're rereading that same sentence over and over again. You're like, what the fuck does it mean by that? It's not phrase, like you're not sure if it's you or if it's the book. Someone didn't write this correctly, or someone isn't reading it correctly. But you kind of spend a bit of time there staring at that same sentence before you're eventually like, fuck it, and just put the book away. You learned nothing this evening.
And that sentence was chapter 1.
This is the table of contents.
Yeah, right. That was like, wait, hold on. Someone didn't number this properly. What's I? I. That doesn't make any sense. All right.
Oh man.
All right. So, with that, as you guys all kind of get some time there, fixing what meals you have and everything, kind of quick resting through the night there. Ragnar getting up sometime before it, as everybody else slumbers, and taking any opening you need to kind of slip off and take care of your necessary business there, completing a little ritual, coming back no worse for wear before the next day starts up, and you all can return your traveling back to Midway, which, unless anybody has any interjections there, as time travels on there, grass, little hills there go high and low before eventually the road brings you right back into Midway. Anybody else have anything they needed to insert between now and then?
I don't think so.
On that long rest, I just want to take a quick look at the Aelor Varn biography. Start reading that.
For which one?
The biography of Aelor Varn,
Okay.
The wizard in Harvick.
Yes.
Just read his biography.
Okay. You want to give me an intelligence check as well?
Sure. Ooh, that was almost a 1.
Oh.
19.
But digging further into the book there, at this point, throughout the night, you managed to get yourself nice and comfortable. Again, you know, hot cocoa, laying on your belly there with the feet back up again and kicking, and just really digging into it. Just, it's written very nicely. But some of the things that kind of sent out to you, it does talk about his younger days where he was much more of a traveler and kind of a bit of a sellsword, a mercenary at first, not really taking much interest in magic until he was nearly, you know, an elf of 100 years old before he finally started really delving into deeper magic aside from things that were more innate to him and his people. But over time, many adventures, much renown, traveling not just the lands here, but off to other continents as well. And once you get to a point where it starts bringing up that while magically speaking, he's very, very much achieved, at some point over the centuries, he's taken a different role in his pursuit of magic, apparently no longer casting or refusing to cast any kind of offensive magics. He kind of swore off, he's known to have sworn off any magic that can deal any kind of damage or cause any direct harm to a person. No one knows exactly what led to that path, and he's not really considered a pacifist, still takes part in planning with and strategizing and helping in other ways with the war effort, but will not directly cause any kind of harm to another person. That's kind of where you get to in your readings for the evening. But
Sounds good.
with that, time goes by and eventually you all do in fact find yourselves back in town in Midway. Things still carrying on mostly as normal, but as you're entering back into town, there is a certain thickness that kind of hangs in the air. Some of the heads and everything, they turn around looking a bit on edge. What are you guys doing first as you return to town here?
FYI, I did do my minus D8.
You did. All right, perfect.
Yeah, I did it self, so I think you should still see it.
I was wondering
Really good roll.
I was wondering if we could caveat as well. Could I have identified those 3 magic items?
Yeah, that's fine. So with that time in there, because you would have just been casting identify ritual casting, right? So what you guys were able to find, you got from that little treasure pixie there, the treasure fae, a circlet of blasting, a broom of flying, and a staff of the adder.
Staff of the Adder?
Staff of the adder. Yep.
Well, Jasper, do you want any of these? I would say Torrin, I think, would get first pick, considering he blasted the Fae.
Oh, yeah.
Smither.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, I'm not a magic guy, so it's up to y'all. I don't really need any of that. Other than the only thing I could possibly use is the broom to fly, but everybody can use the broom to fly, so I have no pull over it.
Oh, sure. While we're thinking about it, we can continue on.
Yeah, we are close to Midway anyways, no? Yeah. will get paid by the wagons and we divide the loot. I don't have any magical items either. You can have it all three for you, Ragnar, Ira, and Jesper, if you want.
All right, so you guys are going. You guys decide what items you want to break up amongst yourselves, and then you guys are heading off to. Where are we stepping to first? You guys heading over to the Hall of Horns then?
Yeah, to return the wagons, no?
All right. Everybody on 29.
On the other hand, Torn, I can imagine you trying to fire that cannon from that broom, so you'd be like aerial artillery, eh?
It would be cool, yes. However, it could end poorly. But I mean, I have limited ammunition for it anyway, so it's only for set scenarios. I most of the time would be using my bow. And I do.
You know, I was thinking about that. Go ahead.
I was saying I do tend to hit and run, so that's kind of my style.
Pummel and the Goblin came up with a great idea. You know, if you ever, they're not that uncommon. If you can ever get your hands on a bag of holding, maybe here in town even, that might solve your ammunition problems.
It would 100%. Because right now, these things are heavy, especially with this thing too. So.
Well, you got the whole gun plus all the ammunition for it. That's
Hopefully, the plan is to make a smaller version of this. This is kind of like the big boy. I'd like something a little bit more easy to use, with more mobility to it. So
that would definitely be preferable. Oh, I can see that.
All right. What's the plan, gentlemen?
Hall of Horn of Thorns.
I think it'd be best to head to the Hall of Horns and get this mission over with.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So, and then with all the money from the Faerie.
So with all that stuff, lower down there a bit much there. Yeah, so with that, making your way kind of back through town there again, everybody, there is something certainly hanging in the air here. Everyone seems a bit more tense than usual. Even when you step into the Hall of Horns, the outpost here, everyone kind of looks up at, kind of shocked towards the door at first before returning back to their own somewhat muted conversations. To make your way back over to the counter there, the same dwarven fella behind the counter sees you as you all are coming in. At this point, I would assume you will have left the wagons outside for them to take stock of and everything. Well, what do we have here? I'm assuming you're coming back with some good news for me then.
Very good news, brother. I'm saying this in Dwarfish. We retrieved the wagons as you wanted, and all the contents unchecked.
Lovely. So they'll check all that for me then. And once we get all that confirmed, then we'll get you your golds at sea. So you brought back the 3 standard wagons along with the special one. Did you bring the reinforced wagon with you as well then?
Mm-hmm.
On open?
Yeah. On open.
All right. Well, that's going to entitle you to... Give me 1 second, y'all. All right.
And the Night Tyrant.
Yeah. What did we bring, like, to prove that we killed him? Finally.
His
like
dead body.
I have his halberd.
So you said you've brought back a tyrant with you.
We killed a tyrant. It's called Tyrant Knights. Yeah, that's of the Calrathians. We found them.
It's quite a thing to find out in this part.
Yeah, it was a bit strange, but we found them retrieving the wagons. They were the ones that ambushed the caravans and tried to steal them, basically.
This one had a symbol of clouds with a moon under its plated armor.
Do you have
It's
any
most
more
disturbing.
information?
Well, aside from
Sure.
the fact that's quite a big bit of information you've got there, and you said that you killed him though. He's dead.
Yeah, all dead.
That's a somewhat of a shame. Might have been nice to know what they were up to. Well, honestly, we don't generally have a bounty for the bodies of the Calrathians, but for a tyrant, I suppose I could get it signed off to get you another 200 gold for him. It's the least we can do. So,
We do have a little information. Apparently, they were waiting, and we could give you the exact spot of their hideout that we found them. They were waiting for reinforcements. We don't know if they were on their way, if they're coming, but clearly they made it already over there. So if reinforcements are on the way, there might be more Calrathians coming.
They did say they were there for a while, though.
They were planning something. They came by boat.
either way, that is some valuable information, and certainly sounds like we need to reinforce the coast there. So, tell you what, let's call it another 300. So 1,800 gold total is what we'll pay you for the job here. You've done some good stuff there, and you know that up north you were doing some good work there as well. Listen here. Sure, you all have other things to attend to and jobs to move on to. But do be careful while you spend the rest of your time here in town. There's some odd things going on. People are in a bitter mood, and, well, the town guard captain is honestly not in the best of places. So it's got the guards themselves a little high-strung, questioning everybody in the streets. So if they question you, answer. Don't make any too much of a ruckus, and move along as soon as you can. Heed my advice. There's something weird going on here.
Okay. We'll try our best to be unseen by the captain.
All right, well, that's all I've got for you now. Did you need anything else, lads?
Okay. So,
Do you have any other jobs, possibly? There's no rush, no time limit, just something that we could possibly do if we wanted to down the road.
So far, nothing's come through on the wire here, other than average works, just bounties on, smaller heads and things like that. Clear the roads, capture any kind of beasties that might be out in the deep woods and such. Basic things, but of course, they pay for every head you bring back.
Well, do you know how to get a hold of us if I have anything that's a little bit more difficult than this?
Oh, aye, if something comes over the counter here. I'm sure that you all lads have managed to make it to the top of the charts there. Been hearing things about you a little bit. Some news from your actual work up there in the north started to dribble out. Matter of fact, I hear that the Lord in Harvick himself looks to have some kind of an audience with you. Apparently, he received some kind of a letter from you. It's really got him in a bit of a stir, so...
No.
Look forward to that.
So, guys, we not going to Harvick now?
we have to. We didn't write it. It was the town master of the.
I forgot about that letter.
But it was only good things, right, Ragnar?
Timberdeep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to that lord.
Hey, I don't know too much about it. I just know that there's been through the grapevines a little bit. Apparently, he's been asking a few more questions about you and your group, so I'm sure he's going to want to meet you once you pass his walls there. Other than that, If we get any jobs come through here that look like they might be up to your quickly growing esteem, then I'll make sure to pass them your way.
It's greatly appreciated.
And
Thank you then, brother. We're moving along.
gives you another nod. He has given you guys over a bag and a small chest there full of the chest with the actual 1,500 gold that he owes you from the mission itself, and then a bag with another 300 in there for the additional information you guys gave. Hands those over, so you guys have been paid for those quests there as well, and making your way back out into Midway here. Now, what are your guys' plans from there? If you're listening out, if you're kind of staying about, you get whispers. Everybody here is apparently talking about something happening with the guards here, specifically referring to one of the guards, the guard captain's son. Something happening there, but it's little words here or there that you're picking up. Seems to be the talk of the town.
Well, do we want to divide and conquer, guys? I got something I want to go knock out. Somebody wants to investigate that, or if anybody else has anything else they want to do before we head out.
Is there like a what's the general layout of Midway? Are we? Oh, sorry. Am I just flying in and out? Okay, cool. I didn't check Roll20 this way.
Yeah, it's kind of open up there. I started putting together another map there, but I haven't gotten it loaded in. So, but it is kind of one big main road that kind of cuts through it. There is a stream far off, kind of near the south side, across which is where they do a lot of their warehousing and stuff like that. So you'll see a lot of more wagons moving through. Towards the center is where you're seeing more of the shops and the marketplaces and stuff. Off to the east side, you'll see some of the poorer homes, and off to the west side, you'll see some of the slightly nicer, some of the more established, like the guilds and such, have their homes there.
Okay.
So we have a lot of gold to spend, and we have to go to Harik. So what do you think, guys, if we go shopping and then meet at a tavern or somewhere familiar, and then we our ways to Harik? What do you think?
I think that sounds like a solid idea. Divide and conquer.
Jasper?
I'm a little concerned that we're leaving something behind that could bite us in the butt about this if we don't find out more rumors. But I'm fine moving on if we want to just keep the wagon rolling, as it were.
Is anybody not have anything they want to do here? I mean, they probably go ask around while we go knock these things out real quick.
So what we're gonna do with that is anybody who you guys kind of figure out if there's anything that's just basic shopping you're looking to do, then we're gonna handle that kind of just, speed through it. If there's items you need, then unless it's like directly relevant to today's session, we'll deal with that in between. If there's anything specific you want to do, like Torn, I'm sure you want to go over and talk to the Smith guy and stuff. So anything like that, make sure you let him know what you want to do there. And then from there, whatever you guys want to pursue, we'll get it crack-a-lacking. And in the meantime, while you guys kind of talk amongst yourself and figure that all out, we're going to go ahead and do a quick break here. Now, as always, everybody knows the breaks, you run them so that it does not interrupt the game. We're going to do that real quick. Then we'll be right back and then get back on things here. So, BRB. All right, we're skipping over just me here. We're gonna just get everybody loop back in so we can get things popping right off. And yeah, we're getting ready to do some. Oh shit! Did I? All right, y'all, hold on a second. It didn't run the ad. My buttons are acting fucking crazy. We're running the ad now.
Okay.
That's all right, because you know what? You know what that's going to give me the opportunity to do is to share while that ad runs. So here's your benefit to subscribing and getting a little story time here as I've been promised before, right? This is about Plem. When Plem was playing in one of our campaigns here, and he had mentioned that he managed to destroy a campaign with a broom. Now, to be fair, it's not entirely his fault because the idea wasn't horrible. It was more about the execution. So what had happened was they were supposed to be going to free some half-orcs and orcs who had been a tribe of them out in the sands who had been kind of captured by these enemies, like draconic worshipping enemies and stuff like that. And they were moving in there. They had a little platoon of rangers with them to help them try to reclaim and release the prisoners, to help them fight back and take over, you know, the area and stuff like that, get it back from these bad guys there. And had everything mostly planned out. You know, they were gonna sneak in there, be quiet. What does this guy decide to do? He says, no, I'm gonna get on my broom and I want to fly over the top and I want to do some reconnaissance and everything like that. Only problem is he does this at the worst possible time, as doesn't do too great on the stealth check as he's trying to kind of keep low in the clouds. Doesn't notice a particular what was the creature? I think it was a humanoid, like a knight type creature I had made, but a knight that was riding the back of a wyvern. So he's up there in the sky, like trying to scout out and see where all the prisoners are being held, when all of a sudden here comes this knight, you know, on a wyvern, swooping at him, chases him back. So he then leads that guy back to the camp where all him and all of his comrades and everything were hiding, waiting for their surprise attack the next day. So basically, unfortunately that's where the campaign ended, because everything kind of fell apart. Everybody kind of scheduling issues and stuff like that. So I don't think it was entirely his fault. But that certainly did discourage her when they're like, okay, well, now we don't have the element of surprise. They know we're coming. They have sky superiority. And that was how Plem, with the help of a broom, gonna ruin the campaign. That sounds a little hard on you, Plem, there. You just kind of derailed the plan they had. They had made a whole plan how it was going to be stealthy. They were going to set up their archers because they had rangers with them, and it was going to be a whole thing. But instead, it was Plem going over there and basically ringing the fucking dinner bell. Hey, everybody, here we are. All right, we got 15 seconds left on the ad there, and then we will proceed. It wasn't. I remember being more dramatic than that. I feel like I was just Plem being dramatic at the time. It wasn't that bad. He messed up a little bit. I don't know what the fuck that was. Shit just. You ever heard some shit fall? You look around and nothing's moved, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like fucking phantom noises. Anyways, all right. We're back. Ads are done. I'm a little lightheaded, y'all. Remember, I'm fighting off an illness. I'm trying to keep my brain from getting too cloudy. So we're gonna hop right back into everything, and with everybody doing stuff. So if you're doing your shopping, if there's anything in particular that you need, again, we can kind of work all that out in between sessions there and stuff like that. Torin, we're gonna kick things off with Torin going over and heading back over towards this armorer, this weaponsmith.
Before he leaves, I'm going to give to him my stone of talking. I don't know how it's called.
The speaking stone, okay.
The walkie-talkie.
The walkie-talkie.
We're going shopping together, so don't get too caught between the guards and the gossips, okay?
I have a lot of illegal things on me, I think, right now, so. Probably a good idea.
Just in case.
All right.
That's a good idea.
All right, so you make your way over there, and Yeah, you're making your way over there, and again, step back in there. The place itself, it's not really so much of a shop or anything. It looks more like a little workhouse, little warehouse kind of area there, a little crafting area. You can see in the back, he's got the urn, the furnace and fire and everything going off, and all kinds of little knickknacks and odd little contraptions hanging from the walls when you step inside there. And when he sees you, he kind of squeezes his eyes at you a little bit, looking over and looking at what would have to be wheeling right beside you there. His this odd contraption with some slight changes there, and see you've made some adjustments to the device, huh?
Sort of. I figured I had some issues using it one time, and figured I needed to give it something to help with the kickback a little bit.
I'm not really quite sure how two wheels help. It's
The
how does
handle
it stay in
would help.
balance? Like, did you do this?
Yeah.
I mean, either you're a genius or your mother should have drowned you. One of the two. I'm not sure which.
When she left me at an orphanage, same thing.
Oh, way to make it weird, guy. Yeah, so, wow. He goes over and gives a little shake, and when it doesn't fall over, he's just looking at it like baffled, like, what the?
Basically, think of it as it was meant to be before, the bigger version.
But I mean, it wibbles, it wobbles, but it won't fall down. I'm baffled by this thing. Anyways, what can I do for you, son? Did it work for you well? Did you?
It worked well. It had one issue, and that was the fact that it almost blew me up. And
Yeah.
few of my allies around me. But other than that, it obliterated some
No
flying little bug. I don't know.
No guts, no glory. So, get any ideas on ways to improve it? Did you try anything yourself there? Any tinkering you did of your own? So far, I haven't been able to get my hands on anything necessary to continue my experiments, unfortunately.
Not internally. I've been thinking over ways to make it smaller. Basically, with smaller ammunition, using the same mechanisms, just for smaller rounds and easy to carry and less of a kickback.
Well, that is the dream there. You know what you could do with a weapon like that? Hell, something that powerful could downright put magic to shame, but
It could. Now, I think we had an agreement before that you would teach me how the inner workings of it were, how the insides work, how it functions, if I brought you one of these.
and you're
And
holding
the
up the...
one mithril bar.
And his eyes light up, my boy. Ooh. See, you've been very busy out there, haven't you?
Just a little bit.
May I?
Sure.
He takes it and he kind of brings it over and sets it on one of his little work spaces there. Brings out a little contraption that kind of just sits right over it, and he pulls it, and it kind of just scrapes one very thin layer off the top of it there. When he peels it up, it's almost see-through with how much it kind of just barely glides across and pulls it off together there. Holds it up in the light. Oh yeah. That will do finally. And takes it over, puts on a little fire thing and melts it down, and is pouring it into something there. Oh yeah. That is absolutely pure. Where did you get this? How did you manage? I've checked all my resources, all my connections, and no one on this side of the region has been able to get anything for months. And yet here you are days later.
You don't want to know.
Fair enough. I hope you didn't kill anybody I know for it, but nonetheless.
Nobody on this side of the continent that is important.
Hey, I'll ask nothing else. Why? With this, what we could do is truly different. It's gonna take some time though. All right. I mean, in the best of scenarios, with what I've gathered so far, I've tried everything else. I know I know the process, but it still takes time. Every other metal has failed, but I know this is going to be the one. I'd say 3 days. 2 to get everything set up right, 1 for it to sit, and we can get something going real nice here. Will you give me that much time? I'll need the machine back, and I'll need the mithril.
Yeah, that's fine. What are you trying to do with the machine? With this mithril?
Well, every time I've tried to pack everything down there and get enough energy going into it, something about the metals I'm using so far, they can't handle the pressure. I've tried implementing a little bit of magic here or there to balance it out, but it just ends up tearing away at the very fabrics of what a thing is. Everything comes unraveled. I've had a couple of them turn to dust. The mithril, I think, can handle that magical surge. And maybe even redirect it. Now, the bullets themselves, and that's what I'm calling them, bullets. Because I've been chased by you ever been chased by a bullet before? Yeah, it's scary, so I thought it was fitting.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, it's fucking things.
They hurt too when they hit you.
Yeah, they're dickheads. And then, but there may even be some ways to implement some little magic into it here or there, make it a little bit more absorbent in a sense. Point being, the goal is smaller, more manageable, a little less likely to blow up in your face. Maybe would be a bonus. But it is going to take some time.
That sounds great. So, okay. Yeah, I like that. Now, is it possible for you to explain how this one worked to me? The blunderbuss?
The blunderbuss? Oh, the blunderbuss is what happens when you have a lot of explosive powders at hand. Few too many drinks, and you throw caution to the wind. It's really pretty simple. A lot of the actual destruction goes into the rounds themselves. These balls here are where the actual powders and everything, the mechanisms are inside of those. The hidden mechanism is inside the blunderbuss that simply activates them when you lock it in there. Which is why if it doesn't go off properly and that little bomb gets stuck inside of it, it can be pretty dangerous. But
what if you reverse the two? Instead of the mechanism in the ball, mechanism in the gun, and the ball is just a metal ball.
I'd have to refocus where the pressure is building up then, because as it is now, the pressure builds in the ball. The back side of the ball is slightly thinner than the other, so once it bursts through, it launches it forward. A little bit of chemical mixture along the way, and you get a nice, nasty explosion. If we're removing that entirely, then I'll have to find a way to condense and focus the pressure directly behind the barrel somehow.
Some place for the smoke to come out, basically.
Certainly something to ponder on. And with that, are you planning on sticking around and kind of working with him on that
I'll
for a
work with
bit?
it for a little bit, and I'll notify, I guess, Ragnar, since he has a stone, that I'm gonna be with him for a little bit longer than expected, but to meet me outside of this place on the road.
Okay. So yeah, so with that, as the two of you are kind of just talking back and forth, bouncing ideas off of each other, and discussing both how some of his other contraptions have worked, his other little things. He's trying variations of this for what looks like must have been years now. Different little contraptions, some small, some big, and kind of going through them all together to kind of helter-skelter together some of the pieces of this, trying to figure out how to make this new device work properly. And with that, we'll kick into who else has some thing that they are working on in town here.
I just want to look for maybe a magic shop or like a general stuff. I'm looking for maybe magic items that are like utility based. like a bag of holding or stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, but more utility based. That'll just help us in adventuring.
So, bag of holdings are not the rarest things, but they're also not always widely available. Let me go ahead and see. Give me high or low.
Low.
All right. With some time searching, you are able to eventually find one peddler there who does have a bag of holding on hand there. It's a pretty nasty one. It doesn't like it was kept in the best of shape there on the outside. A lot of the stitching is worn out, but he opens inside and everything seems to function just fine, all except the clasp on the outside is not quite clasped just right there, so it kind of flops open a little bit there. But he says he'll let it go for 400 gold.
I'm gonna haggle him, considering the class is a little broken. See if I could persuade or something to get him for a little bit cheaper. No, man. The accidents could happen. Pocket dimensions, man. That's some weird stuff. That collapse. I'm gonna have to fix that myself.
I know what you're trying to say, but the clasp is not all that bad. Look at it there. Look, it's you wrap it around, you tie it a little bit. Tell you what, here's what we can do for you. So 400's a little out of your price range there. I can tell, judging by the look of your shoes, you don't want to blow your load, as it were. Looks like you got some polishing that needs to be done. So what say ye 390?
No. How about what else you got over there besides this bag of holding? I got the 400, but that's a little too much for a broken bag of holding.
Broken bag of holding. Tell me, if your shoes get scratched up, as I can see they often do you consider them broken shoes? You can still walk and step in them, can you not? Well, you see, the bag of holding still holds. Therefore, not broken, just a little dusty on the outside.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna prestidigitation my shoes and make them perfectly clean. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, it certainly seems to me like you know how to solve problems.
Yes,
so,
I do.
what do you say? 375. It's a fair price for you. Or if you'd like, you could look at some of my wife's wares. I think she's making candles this week or something. I don't know. I've got a bag of holding. We've got a couple of daggers there. Some sandals if you need them.
Daggers?
Sandals?
Hold on.
I will grab the 375. That's a fair deal.
375. All right. And you do have a somewhat ragged but functional bag of holding.
Sweet. 375.
Did we mention some daggers and sandals, like magical or just stylish?
Daggers, so if you look at the daggers that he has there, they look more like kitchen knives. It looks like somebody sharpened some butter knives.
How much for them?
Oh, these have been passed down since my wife's great sister. She got these from her fourth husband, and I could let them go for let's say 50 gold. They're a matching set.
Why not, Cambridge? Okay, 50 gold? Sure.
Sure, yeah. Here. And he hands them over and takes the gold, and you seem like a man who's got some really good taste. Now, I do have these sandals here, and I tell you what, listen. Nobody knows this yet, but these are going to be all the fashion very soon. Got these from some traders down to the south there. Oh, they're going to be beautiful. And they look beautiful on your feet there. Look. And they got little metal platings at the bottom there, so you can give it, and it gives you a little tap dance move. See, look, it's beautiful. It's like instruments on your feet.
Okay, sure, how much?
75 gold a pair?
A pair? And,
A pair?
You buy it, you sell it separately, like.
No, it's
Ah, yeah,
75,
right.
and you get a pair of
Sure. Okay, fine.
okay. You know, your hair's looking a little thin up top. I happen to have this here tonic that my wife's father's been making since his son was a father, and 25 gold. It'll fix that little patch up top there. It'll keep
What?
you.
You calling me bald?
Not yet, but I can stop it.
Old.
Look, and he walks over and he sprays a little bit at the top of your head there. See, look. That burning feeling, that means it's working.
How much? 75?
15 gold for this one. But if you'd like, you can sign up for our subscription, and we'll send you a bottle every 3 months. That's how long it lasts for. Only 120 gold for the year.
Okay. 120 gold?
For the year. Then we send them to you year round.
And
And
for a year, I'm not bald. I mean, it feels good, but I'm only taking the ball. 50
oh, that's
gold, and that's
yeah,
it.
sure.
Bottle of ball spray. I'm getting scammed, but I don't care.
So they're all gonna actually be super OP magic items.
Yeah, right.
Turn back to
Is there anything else that
Man,
you,
I love
you
shopping.
need? Yeah, oh, I can tell. Have you ever heard the term level 7 susceptible?
no.
Don't look it up. You are a great man. I can tell. You should come by here every time you stop by. Did you want to buy some of my wife's candles? I think they're lavender scented.
Oh, I love lavender. How much?
1 gold per stick. She makes them with
Okay.
such love, and she spends hours on them.
It would be 5-6, please.
5 sticks, yeah. Oh Lord.
Please, someone stop me.
Oh hey, Gordon just hit me up. I think we gotta go meet him.
Oh yeah, the time. Sorry. Thank you. How much gold is studied? 75. I'm not very well at math. Could you sum it up for me?
Let's see. So we had the, let's just, what do you say we just call it 200 gold to make it easy for all of us?
I don't think it's okay, it's fine.
Great. And he takes the gold and gives you all the stuff there, and cool. We're here all the time. Come back any. Yeah. And he kind of
Bye.
just turns around. His wife is
next
standing in the
time.
hallways.
Finbar, you're never gonna see him again.
And with that, you guys are kind of doing your own things a little bit there, off in separate ways. But as time, it's every so often the two group is kind of moving through the same similar sections there. Eventually, as you guys are passing in part of the market area, as everyone's kind of converging, stopping there for a second, right in the middle of a little area you guys can kind of see off to the side. There's another little flash. You guys recognize this from before, as it sparks up again.
Oh no.
In a little portal you guys can see off in the marketplace, as one of these little pixie fairies appears again and floats around about there.
Oh no.
A number of people
No,
it's
not in
zooming
the middle
through some of the
of
stalls
town.
there. You can see people falling over as it's zoomed between the crowd there. And I'm gonna need, if you guys are chasing in the park, I need a roll from everybody. Give me 1 second. Don't do it just yet. Don't do it yet.
Oh,
You gotta
okay.
go back. Hit it from the start.
Oh, no.
Given I have no map for this right here, we are going to need to do this All right, go ahead and roll your initiatives whenever you're ready. And this is going to be done theater of the mind. Doing my best to keep it all tracked in.
Oh, lovely. I got a nice 2.
Ragnar, this dude's doing crazy things over here, man.
Freaking goblin.
Oh, God. Who was watching, what was it, Plemoblin?
Plemoblin.
My Blemelin. My
Blemelin,
brain
goblin.
completely froze for a second. Oh, no.
I'm going to kick him in the eyes. He's not
no, I
going.
didn't.
He's not coming with us to.
He's coming with us for everything.
This guy's amazing. But who was watching him is the real question.
All right, Finvar and Torin, did you guys roll? It didn't show up on this end, so if you did, let me know.
Oh, I didn't know if I should. 'Cause
Oh,
I-
yeah.
rolled an 8.
Yeah,
Oh, right. You were at the...
I was all the way over there at the other place. I didn't know if I was.
no, fix continuity in your heads later on. This is a moment everyone happens to be converging for this combat.
Are we
15.
actually in the middle of the town?
You guys are in the middle of the marketplace when this thing pops up there. A lot of the random, just the people, the villagers and stuff standing about there, when they see this thing pop up, it is going through, it's hitting stalls, it's knocking over stands and everything like that. People are freaking out and kind of trying to clear away as this little fucking crackhead of a sparklight is zipping by. Finvar, it's still not showing your initiative. Did you roll one? If so, I'll enter it.
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
An 8. All right, got you. All right,
I'm gonna
so
use heroic inspiration to reroll.
all right, go for it. Let me know what the reroll is so I can change it.
21.
21, nice.
Wow.
All right, so that's gonna move things
Beautiful.
over and put Jasper at the top of the roll there. Go ahead, let's get us some better
God.
encounter music here. There we go. All right, so from where you guys are standing, it is
I have
currently
nothing
about
to-
it's about 40 feet off from where you are, off the other side of some stands there.
Okay.
I have nothing to trap it with, so I can only just blast it.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Pretty much, right?
In the middle of the town.
Oh my god. Oh no.
All right, go for it. What are you blasted with?
Yeah, little chaos won't hurt. Yeah, I'm gonna upcast a upcast witch bolt to second level.
All right.
Let's see. I'm gonna use since we're kind of going all out here. I'm gonna use a portent die to roll an automatic 17 to hit plus 6, so that would be a 23 to hit.
Which will hit then.
God damn.
Good. So a big lightning bolt shoots out of my chest and connects with a tiny little Fae, whatever it is. And oops, so it's the first 3, so 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage. All right.
Yep.
Damn. Sit across there. It hits the thing pretty hard, pretty nasty there. Give me 1 second.
And that would be my action.
So you just sent a lightning bolt basically from your chest in the middle of town?
I've cast it on second.
All right.
No.
Yeah, right. And that zaps through. And at the same time here, because we got apparently Plam felt left out with messing with stuff. So now the wind, as the sky starts to shift a little bit there, the kind of clouds start to overtake it. Not rain pouring down, but heavy wind picking up as the stalls are now all shaking. This little thing zipping through there as a bolt of lightning cracks across, going between some of the stands there, right past some of the Patriots' faces, and lighting this thing up there. And then swinging back over, up next is going to be Ragnar, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna move in a little bit closer, and then I'm still getting used to the circlet, so I think I'm gonna not used to it being on my head. kind of accidentally hit it and fire off. The thing
Oh, this is gonna go amazing.
Lord.
I am like,
No, nothing
I think
go
he's
wrong
gonna,
here.
like go down and start pulling out a rope, like he's gonna go do it, and he goes to like scratch his head and accidentally sets off the score.
Oh,
oh
shit.
my god.
So it's gonna be, I believe, 3 fire rays. Yeah. So the first one is a 15 to hit.
Flies across, misses, strikes one of the stands there, a fruit stand with a bunch of watermelons. The top of it's now burst into flames.
Are you're
Oh,
adding the
no.
+5 to it, or is that because it's just
So
+5
I
to the
looked
circle?
at it. I think this is actually a DM question. So on the circlet, it says +5, but in my sheet, but also it looks like it's an additive on the thing. So if you're not like a
Yeah, so on like
spellcaster, is it
something,
pure +5?
yeah, it has its own like set thing that it's firing off of. So if somebody didn't have you know, their stuff broken up like that, it would still just auto have that thing.
So would it go after my +7 instead of the +5 to hit?
I don't know.
It's changing to.
I don't know how rules are written on this one. I'll say for right now, we can go off of that. We'll go off of yours, and it just goes up to yours. But I'll double check that later. So that is subject to change. But for now, we'll say for you it has the +7 instead of +5.
Okay. And the second one will be. Oh, Jesus Christ. Another one. And then
Another one.
I'm
That
just
one
gonna
actually
be-
explodes one of the watermelons right there off the stand.
And I'm just gonna be safe. And I'm going to use one of our pool of echoes, the 12 that I rolled, +7, which would be 19.
That one does just barely hit. Go ahead and give me damage on that one.
Oh yeah, for 11 fire damage.
11 fire damage. All right, and that is there anything else there?
Uh,
For one thing, with that, it is going to use its reaction and firing off webbing there, which is going to technically be cover the area with everybody in it. So you guys are all the little section you're in there, kind of the little cross area there where everyone's kind of gathered up with it across it on some of the other stalls. The whole section, middle section, kind of fills up with webbing. But it's not so much webbing; it's more like thin strings of silver thread kind of spread out throughout the area there. And did you have anything else to do there, Ragnar?
no, I'm not gonna use my hex because I should have done that first. So.
All right. Torin, you're up.
I guess would I know this is going on? Or if I work
Yeah. Again,
with him?
everybody is engaged and
Okay.
kind of locked around at the same time there. Hold on. One second.
You're on a lunch break.
That's what I'm.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Well, if I'm in range or 60 feet in range, if not, I'll move up to at least 60 feet and take a bow shot at it.
All right, go ahead. Fires off. The first one launches across. That does not connect.
Yeah, why not? All right, action surge. Okay. And I'm also going to use a luck die on this next shot. Give myself advantage. That's 24 to hit.
The 24 will hit.
All right. And I'm going to make this a trip attack as well, just for the extra damage. Alright, so here's the damage. Solid 6 for that, and then an extra d8 on top of it. another 3, so 9 total.
All right. Anything else?
That's all I got.
All right. So first off, let's see. So for one, as you had moved in and closed in some space there, this thing, for one, swings back, kind of circles around one of the posts and zooms back in, gets a little bit closer to the group there, and then lets off. Suddenly there's a bright flash of silver light. I need everybody to make me a con save. Constitution saves.
Okay. 16.
13.
Nat 1.
Oh God. Huh.
All right, so Torin, you had a 5, Ragnar a 1, Finvar 13. So
I use heroic inspiration to re-roll mine.
yeah, go ahead.
It rolled 23.
Oh, 23. All right. So in that case, then Ragnar and Finvar. Bright light flashes off. The two of you are blinded for the turn here. And
The baby.
with that, using its bonus action there, Torin, give me a dexterity saving throw.
$22.
22. So it goes over there, throws another flash toward you, some pixie dust, it looks like, that it tossed at your face. You could feel almost like a sinking feeling in your stomach. You managed to resist it there, but for a second you were seeing your vision blurred to where it was like 2 points at the same time. But you managed to resist whatever it was trying to do to you. And with that, it's going to bring us over to Finvar's turn. Although, Finvar, you are blinded.
I'm trapped by the web.
And stuck in some webs there. Correct.
I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like just the day before, I don't know what enemy we are fighting. I'm confused.
Oh, and for the record, it did have the space there to start its ritual, so it is starting to spark a portal.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to try to escape from the webs, but I'm also blinded, so I have disadvantage.
Let's say somebody redeemed give a player advantage for you, Finbar.
Oh.
Did they give a player advantage?
Oh.
I know everyone loves the villain. Was it? Oh, yep, that is right. The next villain already has a advantage on a roll. Just haven't rolled nothing yet, so y'all lucky there.
Okay, so I have neutral, or I roll with advantage.
It's gonna be It's gonna be neutral since it's gonna be a straight roll since you have a disadvantage with the webbing.
Is it strength saving throw or dexterity?
You're trying to get out of the webbing there. That is going to be a strength athletics check.
Okay. So. Okay. This is 20.
All right. So with that, you're gonna manage to kind of tear through, kind of ripping the webbing off of you and stepping out into a bit of an open space there, so no longer stuck in that webbing. The creature itself, from where you are about from the webbing, stepping out there, you're about 20 feet from where the pixie is floating about.
I'm completely blinded. I don't know if I can save against that, but
That is true. You cannot see it, so I'm clarifying that for everybody else who can see. You can see where he's at, but Finbar don't know. He's just rushing forward.
I'm going to hit one of the bystanders and fall to the ground on my butt, and that's it.
You're gonna attack a random. You're just gonna attack a random bystander.
No. Attack. No. I'm not drawing my daggers. I don't know what I'm fighting yet. So.
Okay. All right. So, are you doing anything else? Or is that end of your turn?
Ending my turn on my butt.
All right, Ira, you're up.
Oh.
Also
okay.
blind.
Wait, I'm blind? I thought that was a 16 failed.
No, I'm sorry. You had no. That's my bad. That was Finvar and Ragnar who were blinded. You are not blind. You're good.
Okay. So this thing is still just flying around, right?
It is. It is just kind of more or less zooming around between some of these stands there, trying its best to avoid some of your guys' attacks that comes flying past you. I can't say.
Okay.
I'm legally blind.
So I have to do a strength save to get out of the webbing, correct?
Correct. Part of it's already been torn down from Finvar, which you can't really see, but there's still webbing there restraining you.
Okay. And how far away would you say it is from me?
You wouldn't know. Oh, I'm sorry. You're
No, you're good. You're good. I understand.
from where you are. You've got about 30 feet. You're about halfway standing. The webbing there. It's about 20 feet beyond where the webbing ends.
Okay. So, and is there anything in between me and this pixie of sorts?
Just some
Or
stalls.
Faerie?
Stalls. A couple of people who are kind of trying to rush out of the way as you guys are all, throwing lightning bolts and crazy shit out here in the marketplace.
And you said the weather changed, that there's already strong wind, correct?
It is extremely windy. There are some of these stalls here are shaking. If their tarps aren't set up the right way, it's almost threatening to blow them over at this point.
All right. I am going to pull from my belt the wind fan.
Ooh.
I'm going to point it towards the pixie, which I choose. So it's a line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blast from you in a direction you choose. So could I point it towards it and have the wind blow back towards me?
Read it
Is what
again.
I
How does it state it on there? Say that one more time.
A line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blast from you in a direction you choose for the spell's duration.
So no, it's gonna push against you because it's pushing from you in
Okay.
that direction.
I did just want to check because the
Yeah.
wording did seem a bit weird to me.
For sure.
Okay, then. Well, shoot, that changes up what I was thinking about then. God damn it, I got rid of create and destroy water too on our last long rest, so I can't even put out the fire on the stalls.
Let it burn.
In that case, then, I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at level 1 on this Faerie.
All right, go for it.
So, let's see. Rolling. Oh, come on! It rolled from a 20 to a 2, so a 7.
Flies over. This time, the stand that was already on fire, it hits the post and kind of just crackles and it falls in on itself there. You can see the guy with the watermelons underneath it struggling as his whole mat has kind of come down. His whole stand has come down on him. The little pixie flies up, stands up on one of the posts there.
And then to make the strength save to get out of the webbing, is that an action or a bonus action?
That would be an action.
All right, and then so that I will end my turn with. Oh wait, hang on. I think I have. Did I take it? Did I take it? Did I take it?
Oh, did we find some shit?
I did not take what I wanted. Damn it. Okay, no, I can't cure blindness.
All right, back to the top there with Jasper.
I didn't take it. God damn it.
Well, looking at trying to close out this combat, instead of getting out of the web, I'll just go with the guaranteed damage. So first, I'll use my bonus action to have that Witch Bolt do another D12 damage here. So 4 more points of damage.
All right, so with that, as all these hijinks are going off there, this thing is in the middle of giving Ira the raspberries. As you still half bound there, gather up that bolt that shocks through and fries the little bastard over there standing on the thing, which it twists, gives a dramatic gasp before it falls off the top of that little post. To us, a mere 5.5, 6 feet tall, but this little bastard goes falling for a while before it hits the ground and explodes in a wave of even more coins, which, let's see.
all the bystanders are going to take a piece of it.
Comes out to 45,000 silver coins that drop there, which you guys then have all of these onlookers about who they all freak out and start swarming these coins that are on the ground here.
Well, I'm going to get trampled by the crowd. In the ground line, like surrounded by coins.
By the time you guys manage to grab your coins and everything like that, there's a remainder of about 33,000 coins that the others, random passerbyers and everyone else, and some of the shopkeepers and such, were able to scoop into their little greedy little bags there as they're gathered around. Let's see, and Sarah, we need a D4 from you since you rolled the bit there, but she has wandered off, so she's lost her chance to roll it. So I got one here for you. 2, which is going to give you, let's see. Oh, some of these are rolling a bit too high here. I hate it.
Oh no. Oh wait, the DM's unhappy with it. That means it's a good thing for the players.
So, also out of him bursts, first off, a strange looking wand. And a potion that certain points looks to be a kind of fiery red or a fiery yellow as you swish it around in there, almost like a crazy pearlescent lava lamp.
Ooh. Ooh, all right. Interesting. A strange rod and a fiery red or fiery yellow potion.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
I'm immediately just going to hide in case the guards come by.
Yes, and which is a very, very fair thing to do, because by this point, obviously, a number of these guards have started making their way over there, running past and kind of gathering things, running up to one of you there, yelling, "What happened here?" Well, come on, don't everybody lose your tongues at once. What happened here? Someone speak up. As you all are kind of, everybody's just dipping down. I see everyone rolling stealthier. Torrance said,
I was gonna see if I could, I was gonna ask if before they got there I could wild shape into a cat and jump away.
You wild shape, all right. Takes the fuck off, all right.
I saw Torin leaving, I'm going with him.
Torin dipped off into a shadow that wasn't even there a minute ago. Kind of looking on the lot of you there. It's just to be over at you, Jasper. Ew. You look like you might know something.
Hey, when something magically appeared out of nowhere and it looked like, and it set that stall on fire, so I threw a little bit of magic at it to try to get rid of it. Looks like it might have killed it.
Looks back behind there. There's still a guy over there with his watermelons in one hand and trying to beat out a fire, and somebody trying to set their stand back up. Something appeared and just... But good thing you were here to... Sounds reasonable. Suppose. And, who might you be that we were so lucky you were here to go slinging your magic all over the place?
Just one little bolt. I am of the Moonblades, and you might know of us from the Hall of Horns. We're here to keep peace.
Lucky for you, I have heard a word or two about your little group there. All right. Well, just try to keep things a bit more civil in the future, if you will. Maybe a little less on the collateral damage. No point in saving everyone if to burn the damn city down, right? All right, well.
If we had anything to do with the start of it, of course, but
All right.
I appreciate your good and kind efforts to keep the citizenry safe.
Go about your business then, and we'll see what's going on around town. And he kind of just looks at you and walks off there. All right, with that, we're gonna go ahead and take our last break for the night here. Then we'll loop back in and finish things up. Seems like it's kind of became somewhat of a shopping session, anyways, with a little hijinks here or there. I'm okay with that. But we'll be right back. We're gonna go ahead and hit this last break, come back and finish up the session for the evening. BRB, everybody. Again, stick around. These are so that you don't have to deal with any kind of ads while we're actually playing. So when we get right back, we'll get right back into it. Be right back. is up, everybody? Coming back. We are here. It was a quick one. I think I actually ran the ad properly that time, so yay me. And yeah, so kicking back in, you guys got a bunch of shit because people keep on sending these little treasure pixies out there. FYI, those will be getting adjusted, so because I forgot what kind of problematic viewers we have here. But so we're making some adjustments the next time. I'm surprised no one's giving you guys a freaking the mysterious drifter that's in there. All you Fallout fans out there, you guys will recognize that little ability. Nice little. Yeah. Anyways, so getting back into things because everybody's kind of doing their own stuff a bit there now. Jasper, what were you doing again? Think about the pixie thing as a point of convergence and separate it back into your own guys thing. It's not necessary. It happens sometime throughout the day. We're not going to worry about continuity too much to where it hangs anything up. It'll fit in where it fits best when we're done with everything else. But Jasper, what were you up to?
Just scroll shopping, spell shopping. That's all. So I'll let you know just after the session which spells.
Okay. And at some point while you're off kind of looking for these spells and such, a man approaches you. A guard, in fact. Are you the man who works for the Hall of Horns?
Do I recognize the accent? Because it sounds similar to this accent that Calrathian Petrie had, to my ear.
So, it's one that sounds something more northern to the region here, not necessarily, which does have certain kind of similarities to some of the Calrathians when you get up to the higher regions there and stuff. Some of the closer neighbors and such. It's like talking to someone in Minnesota versus someone in Canada. There's a lot of overlap and similarities with that kind of. How you doing there, eh? How you doing?
Oh, I feel called out, eh?
Oh yeah, you know what you do.
I know
They do
what
it down
I'm
here
talking
too.
about.
That's
Oh,
okay.
do
Don't
that
worry.
now.
We'll go down and get some
Well,
Dunkins
I'm trying to
later.
do that.
There. Sorry to hear that. Oh God. Oh crap. But later on, don't worry. Later on, we'll go over. We'll get some tacos.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. But yeah. So definitely a more northern kind of accent that he's got there. That I now have to remember what was because. Yes, the captain wishes to speak with you. He has requested an audience on a matter that is best kept. Hush, hush, if you will.
What's the captain's name?
Let me check this little notebook I have here for some reason. Captain Strife wishes to speak with you.
And where can we find Captain Strife at this hour?
He should be in his office back at the guardhouse. Can't miss it, it's back towards the northern gate. He should be waiting for you. Please, when you approach the men there, just let them know that you have an appointment and they will let you through. Tell them nothing else. He has been quite insistent that this be kept quite close to the chest for personal reasons.
Well, of course, I'll gather my compatriots together, because we are we're a good group of trustworthy adventurers who might be able to help out.
If I am being honest, his request was for you, but if you have those you travel with, as long as they are trustworthy, then bring them as well, but please do not leave him waiting long. He is, I fear, on the verge of reaching the point of dangerous desperation. I will leave you. Turns and kind
text
of
message.
looks about, makes sure that no one's kind of watching them, and goes and turns and starts heading off there. All right. And what are you doing?
I just want to do. Do I think that he, based on my gut reaction or insight, do I think that he's being forthright with what he shared, or do I sense a trap?
Nothing that would recommend any kind of a trap there, because the only thing that you know that you've heard about going on in town is some, rumors with something involving the town captain, but nothing directed towards you all. So no reason to nothing that comes to mind that would make you think as if you were like wanted men or anything like that. But the guy who was talking to you certainly gave you a anxious kind of vibe.
Okay. Good. Well, I'd like to wait till we can come back together because, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, we do everything together.
Hell yeah. All right, and then, so aside from that, so as he's had that encounter there and everybody's kind of been working on some of their own stuff. Now, Torin, as far as yours, again, you have spent some time there working with him. Can you go ahead and give me give me intelligence, but... So I'll let you look at it this way, all right? So you're either assisting in a way with something that might kind of, work out a bit, using some of your own basic knowledge and kind of what you've learned experience-wise with the device and stuff, and I'll let you give yourself proficiency on the roll, so add in a proficiency bonus to an intelligence check. Or if you're trying new stuff, but kind of working with him and trying kind of a different route, then I'll let you make the intelligence, no proficiency, but with advantage. It's kind of just different mindsets of how you're approaching this little collaborative science project you got going on.
I'll go with the first one and use luck to give myself advantage for that one.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Because I'm not intelligent. So, let's see. This is intelligence check, you said?
Yeah.
Seven. Oh, it did +1. Oh, I'd have a +1. Oh, so
I am smart.
so 19.
I do know stuff, y'all. All right. So with that, you all were able to, by the time you were leaving there, you guys had successfully kind of finished off the basic barrel of it. It's a nice, sleek kind of design. Honestly, if you were to try to relate it to like relative terms, think about the top section of like, remember the old Nintendo Duck Hunt gun? That's kind of the basic shape that you guys have kind of ended off with there. Not perfectly smooth cylinders, but still nice and solid there. Of course, not the bright orange and gray color. It's that kind of mithril shine going up the barrel with some other accents from steel and things that he's kind of put on there, and iron that he's put on there as kind of a back hammer there. He's still working on the final design and how it's going to fit and everything, the bells and whistles. So it's been kept with him for the night so we can continue to work on it through the evening. But that's kind of where you guys were ending things off, with that first major part of it kind of finished up and mostly functional, still just needs some testing. And then was anybody else working on anything aside from shopping or anything else throughout the night there? Throughout like the day?
I was gonna kind of stay where we had split off, and I was gonna work on a tuning with the staff of the Adder.
Okay.
As well as trying to listen to see if I could glean any more information about those rumors of the captain's son and whatnot.
All right. So as far as the Adder, you're taking the time to join in and kind of, bond with that thing so you can use it, which you'd eventually succeed in. Now, the rumors, as far as those are all very easy to get some grasp of because everybody is talking about it. It's kind of the talk of the town at the moment. Apparently, at some point in time in one of the nights, a couple nights ago, the son of a local gentleman, a musician, in fact, his son, or the member of the Bond family, Bohne, Bond. They were returning from a trip somewhere and everything seemed fine. Neighbors reported that they had kind of showed back up. Things were pretty quiet, pretty normal, until late that evening. There was a number of hideous screams that people reported coming from the house there. Long before anybody had managed to reach it, the boy, the young son, the young now the young sir of the family had broken out into the streets and attacked the captain's son. That's all they know so far. The boy was taken and locked up, but his house has been blocked off. No one's seen the boy's family for days, and rumors are starting to spread. People are wondering what's going on in the house. That's kind of what you're able to get just from basic rumors, people talking about town.
Okay.
All right. And then, anybody else have anything going on there? Finvar, I know you were shopping. Other than just shopping, was there anything like specific you were going to talk to anybody about?
No, I was going to look somewhere comfy to sleep, like a good out bed because I have so much cold now. I wanna live like if I was a novel.
Okay, yeah. So they do have the finer, the kind of manors up on the. They're not exactly massive in this area. They're the closest thing to a manor, but they're very nice, tall cabins that some of the nobles rent out when they travel through this area here. Kind of sparse on the inside, but insanely comfortable beds. So while you're going and getting that area secured, Ragnar, was there anything else you were doing? Jasper,
Yeah.
Last I checked, you were just waiting for the group to reconjoin.
Yep.
All right. So with that, eventually, as time passes and everything, you all do end up rejoining at one of the taverns there back in town. And you all can take it from there as far as what you would like to do next, how you'd like to approach things.
Guys, how about we drink a beer together? I mean, we haven't done it in a long time.
Yeah, and I'm sure we have a lot of information to share with each other.
I bet the first round. Hey, I'm here.
All right, with that, they come over. You give them a little nod there. They come over and bring in. You just getting rounds of ale, or are you getting the spirits? What are we doing? Shots or pints, y'all?
Ale.
Ales. They come over. Come over, bring down a nice round of
so.
some nice frothy ales. They come down and sit on the table there. Take the coin, the quick exchange, and with that, everybody has a nice frothy drink ahead of you.
Well, guys, I found it somewhere comfy to sleep. If you want to sleep in a good bed tonight, or before we part ways to Harvick, are we going out tomorrow morning or?
Well, on that note, before we get too far, I want to let you know while I was in the marketplace, I was approached by a representative of the guard captain who asked for us by name. I'll say us by name to visit with him as soon as possible over in his office in the guard's office. I think he's. I haven't looked into any of the rumors, but what the dwarf at the Hollow Horns is mentioning might be the topic of conversation with the guard captain.
Well, going off of those rumors, I managed to glean some information while I was regarding those rumors. It seems the young sir of the Bonds family. You said, Risen? Sorry, I just want to make sure.
Yes, the Bond family. Bond.
Yep. Seems to have had a bit of a psychotic break, it seems, of some kind, and it's the one who supposedly attacked the captain's son. And their manor seems to be locked up for now.
But someone's trouble because a little fight between nobles? Isn't it strange? Ragnar, do you
Strange
know?
enough to make the town on edge.
Yeah. Maybe this Bond family is recognizable, or Ragnar, do you know something about them?
Would I know about this Bond family?
Go ahead and give me a history check.
History? Also, no problem. Hey, 19.
19. So you know that the Bond family, you're not directly familiar with them, but you've heard of them. They're not really nobles, but they are held in somewhat high esteem. The father is actually a bard, a well-renowned musician who does travel and perform for a number of the higher lords and everything like that. So likely that's probably what they were returning from, as one of his tours out for the lords and everything, going and, you know, entertaining the troops sometimes, entertaining the king and such, and making his way back home, which appears to be in Midway.
Yeah, I'll just say exactly that. That's a bard.
So
And they're not exactly royalty, but you know, they're in that circle.
They have enough rapport.
Yeah. I don't think I could get us in though. I don't know if they would recognize me or even care, since I'm not exactly on that that prestige anymore.
I mean, why don't we ask the father of the boy who attacked the other one, and that's it. Why? I mean, it's kind of mysterious that we don't know anything about the family of this Bond a kid that attacked the other one. So
Well, seeing as the guard captain wishes to see us, that might be our way into investigating these matters.
it could be.
Yeah, I'm for finding out what's going on here.
So
I don't really have anything to do.
yeah,
For a while.
we should go now and finish it before we part ways to Harwick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would keep the goodwill that we built up to at least hear out the good guard captain Sharf before we take off. So,
Of course.
So are you guys all going over to the jailhouse then?
Yeah, I'm going to leave my beer halfway.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know if they're kind of just, stepping back out into town there. Day's still going. It's not quite night yet. You guys are probably looking at around, you know, 3 o'clock or so. So still kind of midday. Evening is kind of right around the corner. You guys approach the guard hut. Itself is a tower, but kind of wide at the base there. And as you're stepping towards it, there's steps that go twist up and around where somebody is stationed up top there. And then there's also steps that go down below. The guard standing out front there kind of nudge you up towards the stairs, spiraling upwards. At the top of which, sitting there is a man, very opened up kind of office there. There are walls around his backside and the front there within a large patio at the top of the tower where you can see out over a good bit of the town here. He sits there writing at his desk, looks up at all of you. You can see he looks like he hasn't slept in days at least. Are you the adventurers who have been visiting our lovely town here recently from the Hall of Horns?
We are, and if the rumors are true, we are sorry to hear about your son.
Oh, I mean, fortunately, nothing too horrible happened to him, but I don't think so. Maybe. He lives, as far as I can tell for now, but anyways, that's exactly why I've asked you here. I'm sure you all have heard some of the talk that's going around town here. There was a boy. Something happened in his home there. Something we haven't quite released to the common folk just yet. After which the boy went into the street and attacked my son. My son is alive, but I fear something strange is afoot here, and I can only move so much without being noticed and causing a panic, so that's why I've called you all here. Have any of you ever had the pleasure of listening to Mr. Bond play? He's a pianist, in fact. Any of you ever heard him? Caught one of his concerts?
I have, actually.
You have, Ragnar?
But I have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have caught him sometime when he came through to play for your the court of your hometown and everything. And when you are a fortunate soul, because he doesn't play here very often. Every now and then you walk past his window and you can hear him in there tickling those ivories, and it dances outside. It's very muffled but still beautiful. There was one time years back when he had just the seeming kindness of his heart play a nice little tune for the town here. Things have been kind of rough, and some of the lords that pay some tax around here and keep things running, they were talking about moving elsewhere, and he played, and it really lifted spirits around here, at least enough to get us through the winter. Next season, things just started to pick up. He wasn't exactly what I'd call a nice man, but he always seemed well-intentioned. If you notice, I say was and seemed, because what the common folk don't know just yet, prior to running off into the streets and attacking my boy, Mr. Bond's son spent some time going through his own home, and one by one, and as far as we can tell, with some great pleasure and systematic process to it, murdered his whole family. A brother, a sister, a mother, and a father. We've blocked the doors off so far. Nobody's allowed in till we can figure out how to handle things, but it's absolute bloodbath in there. And then to leave the way he did and attack my son, My son fought him off and managed to take him alive by the time my other men showed up. He's locked up downstairs now. Although suffered an injury, makes it a little hard to get much information out of him. Haven't been able to explain what the hell could have taken over him, but my real concern is since that night, my son's been expressing some strange behaviors. I don't know what's happening here, but I'll admit to you, here in the privacy of my chamber, I find myself somewhat frightened and unsure of how to proceed. So I've decided maybe some outside eyes would help. I've heard that you all have done quite a bit over at the Hall of Horns, taken on some pretty interesting things. Thought maybe this might be right up your ballpark.
Have any of the divine healers had a chance to examine the boy? The bond boy?
Local priest came to read him his rights, as many are quite sure attacking the captain's son. It's easily a penalty of death for that one, but
I mean,
so far no magic readings that I'm aware of.
he could be a psycho, and that's it. There are a lot of us around the people. Like they're surrounded by other normal people, so they look psychos, but they
I
are.
mean, I can't say that I disagree with you, but at the same time, I've known this young man for years. Maybe not closely. I mean, I don't exactly have much time in the day to sit with all the folks and trade tales, but I've seen the lad running up and down the streets here. He was more of a singer than a piano player himself, and you whistle his tunes. Seemed
What's
a
the
nice
boy's
enough
name?
kid.
Sorry.
The child?
Yeah, what's the bond son's name?
Give me 1 second.
Mm. Have you tried to interrogate him?
The boy's name is Bradley. Bradley
Bradley.
Bond.
Did he use any weapons either?
I didn't find any weapons on him. Oddly enough, so what I was able to gather, my son was off near one of the markets with a couple of his buddies, and here comes the Bond boy out of nowhere, runs in, attacks. One of the boys said that they thought my son had been stabbed, but he has no stab wounds. And when my men did finally show up, my son had, of course, defended himself. He drew his own dagger and nearly slit the boy's throat right there. Thankfully, we were able to save him, but the gash was pretty bad. Didn't find any weapons on him when we searched him, though. So they drug him here and tossed him down in the dungeon until we decide exactly what to do with him.
Yeah, we should execute him and that's it, no?
Execution is certainly more than likely what's around the corner here, but again, if it wasn't for just the circumstance here, this was some random traveler passing through did such a thing, then obviously he would have been hung the following morning, but something doesn't quite sit right with me.
You think
And knowing
something's in that house?
I've walked it myself. The way the way he displayed their bodies, Everything about it is twisted. I couldn't tell if it was the house itself or just the horror of what I was seeing there, but it was... Something is out of place here. I can't find it. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I know it's there.
So we should.
Apologies.
I feel like I
No,
heard
no,
them
no,
screaming.
they're good. Oh, yeah, I was like, oh, God. It's happening.
Did you have anybody with, I guess, magical properties to just take a look in the house?
The boy had no items on him. We searched him. Believe me, when they brought him in here, I will admit my anger might have gotten the better of me a little bit. He certainly got his fare of roughness when he arrived in my dungeon. He did attack my son after all. But no items, no magical or otherwise were found on him, and as far as we can tell, the boy doesn't seem to possess any magic himself.
In the house.
All he does is stare at me with this look. I had to stop going down there. There's something about the way he kept looking at me. Even as I...
We'll have to find out for ourselves, I think.
Well, here, take this, and he grabs something from underneath his desk there, pulls out this little scroll that he stamps. Here. This right here will give you all my authority till it is revoked. So, as you move through the streets while you are here, while this investigation is underway, you will have a fair amount of my authority to move as you see fit. They'll let you into the house, which no others are currently allowed in at the moment. You can go down and speak with the boy if you would like, though speak might be a little generous. Anything you need.
I'll go down to the Gallows of Stream.
Alright, so Finbar is going to start heading off down towards the steps there. Is anybody staying behind and still talking, or are you guys heading down to the dungeon as well?
Ira would want to head down to the dungeon and meet the young man.
Okay.
One final question, Captain Sharf. If we decide to investigate this tonight, how long will you be in the office here? Or if you leave, how can we get a hold of you in the evening?
As I said, my son has been acting strangely, and in all honesty, I've not quite felt settled at home recently, so most nights I've been drinking myself to sleep at my desk here. So there's a good chance you'll find me here. If I do happen to wander to the home, then no doubt I'll be back here first thing in the morning. Usually
Fair.
before the sun has even hit the sky.
Well, we'll see what we can do. We're no divine healers, but we'll look into it for you.
That's all that I ask. Anything you can find out, just report it back to me. And keep in mind, I've not much in the way of a budget for outside investigations. This is really, at this point, somewhat of a personal matter to me. I will do what I can to find a suitable expression of my gratitude, but afraid there's no guaranteed bag of gold that I can offer you on this one.
Well, let's just leave it at, let's see if we can actually do something first.
Well, I do wish you the best of luck, and again, let's keep things kind of close to the chest as much as possible until the time is right, if you would.
Of course.
Of course.
And I'll follow Finbar and Ira down.
And then, so with that, as you all kind of get up and step off, making your way down into the dungeons here. Again, it spirals back down the upper tower before it stops and goes a straight descending steps down under the ground a bit here. All the walls cobblestone, and then a number of jail cells lining off just a long hallway. At the very end, a stool sits off in front of one of the cells there. Walking your way down, sitting inside, a young man. His hair is very ragged. The clothes look as though they, one point, might have been a halfway decent tunic, but now dirty and ripped halfway to shreds. A cut across the boy's neck, stretching near his ear on one side and straight across the jugular on the other. Kind of looks up towards you all with the eyes that watery, look as though this child has been crying for days. And some of you might recognize, have caught a glimpse of this child who, when you guys had first made your way into town, noticed this child kind of, with his family moving on, had just stepped off ahead of you, gathering towards the gate, and may recall him stopping and picking up a random copper coin in the dirt, which he bit into and tossed in his pocket before everyone moved off into town there. Now here he sits, ragged, that bit of a spark left all gone out of his eyes there, and he looks up towards you all and kind of scoots back against the, well,
Oh boy, you look bad. Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm not trying to hurt you. Come here. he comes, or not. I'm going to reach my hand into the cell, and he's going to see, everyone is going to see that my finger is going to set a bit of light from the tip of my finger. Come on, don't worry. Come here. And I'm using all of my lay on hand points on the kid. Who, I mean, it's 20 HP, so he should be full healed at least halfway through.
Yeah.
So it lights up. It heals the scar there. You can see it lighten up. But the wound itself is healed. He's not missing any HP there. I don't think... Lay on hands, it'll restore health, but this is, at this point, this is a severed larynx.
Okay.
So he's healed, he's alive, his HP is just fine. But his throat, his vocal cords, still can't get much more.
Okay, don't worry, you don't have to talk. We'll...
Ragnar's gonna come next and... in sign language, which I don't actually know. But Ragnar knows. In sign language, he's going to ask the boy if he knows sign language.
Quick question, Ragnar. Or I guess for Risen. Does the sending stone, do we communicate through our heads, or is it vocal into the stone?
I always imagine it more as a walkie-talkie. Does it how does it phrase it on the items there? Does it say that it works telepathically?
I don't have it in my inventory. Whoever has it.
That actually leads me to my question here. I actually have a question as well. The spell message, it states you point towards a creature within range and whisper a message. The target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. Would that would, but it doesn't have a verbal component, is why I'm asking.
No, it does not.
Okay.
It's literally the other stone. It says it out loud
Okay.
or whatnot. So you have to speak into it,
Yeah.
and then it goes to a station where a gnome is always on duty, listening for the messages and sending it to the other stone. That's what it says.
You really
Right.
I would say if you got a whisper, I would say it still requires, even if it's not making it like a verbal component of the spell.
Okay.
I
and
would
that was
still
just
say
my-
you gotta kind of.
that because I was looking at that. It doesn't have a verbal component. It just has
Yeah.
somatic and material.
Jasper, hold on. Couldn't you?
But I
read
feel like that's
thoughts?
sign language. I feel like that's the sign language part of it. You're just doing. It's got a hand gesture. Anyways, let me think about that one. What were you saying, Finvar? My bad. Go ahead.
I remember that Jasper used spell. Didn't you, Jasper? Like, couldn't you like read the mind of someone?
I can, but it might be just simpler. This is a noble son. He could probably read and write. So why don't we just pass over some paper and a pen and see if he can write down his message?
I mean, why the
let's take
smartest
that.
guy in the room didn't touch the first one? I mean, it's stupid. I'm calling myself stupid. Don't worry about it.
No.
Hilarious.
I've
Yeah,
got plenty of extra
totally.
paper and a pen, some charcoal. I'll pass through the bars and see if he can use that to communicate.
He takes it and he grabs it and he starts writing down with it. He takes it and he's writing left-handed with the charcoal on the page there, and he's scribbling. At this point, he's just kind of frantic in big, large letters and everything before he hands the note back over to you, and on there it reads in big letters, "I am Leon Sharf. Help me."
What? You
He
are this
scribbles
one?
under the help part.
You are Leon Sharf.
Question. So you said we remember seeing this boy
This boy
touch the coin.
picked up a coin. He found a coin when you guys were entering into Midway.
I'm going to ask him and like point down for him to write the answer. Did you touch a coin?
He scribbles no coin. And then he writes on there, "He stabbed me.
So,
I saw him stab me. And then I saw me."
so almost like your minds swapped places upon being stabbed.
Hold on. And
Not the mind, maybe just the appearance.
Oh, that
Well,
too.
he's clearly.
Well, he's in the damaged body of
Oh,
the bond because of the scar, and he can't speak.
And the captain said that his son's been acting weird.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Ever
explains it.
since.
Yeah. So we have to find the captain's son, and I mean, if he's the one who went insane, killing his parents and everything, he's the one he should be asking. Well, not asking.
He could be going after the captain next, then.
The captain's,
Oh, God, Reza.
Right now. For
Well, yeah.
example.
the captain's
Yeah,
still
but-
here, right? He's right upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna run up there to let the captain know.
Yo,
It's
Captain.
urgent.
Well, hang on a second there, Rick. How likely is he to believe this when he's already stressed out and grieving from his son being attacked? how likely they to just assume that we are just making excuses for this gentleman here?
I mean, we are a third party. We don't have any interest in this being, I mean, in not being uh, helpful, helpful for him. So
Mhm.
why he wouldn't trust us? I think, and maybe he's
No,
listening now, and
you're
that's
not.
it.
I mean, he's noticed something going weird with his own kid.
He, yeah, he might be willing to believe us that in that case.
Yeah. I mean, like, at the very least, we could warn him,
It's a
and he
yeah.
doesn't just go home and get murdered. You know, or he goes home, sure, thinking we're insane, notices something's up, and is actually cautious.
We plant those seeds of doubt in his
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
It might save him.
Okay, first we run to his office. I mean, we are in the same tower. We're in the dungeons below, so we're going to go upstairs.
All right, so you guys are heading back upstairs there, where he is still sitting there. At this point, he has broken out a nice little bottle of some kind of elven spirit that he's taking drinks from as he's looking over some kind of charts, and got a little scale there balancing some coins on. Oh, you guys are back already. I certainly wasn't expecting you so soon. Did you find something?
Might have. Might actually be that the young boy down there, the Bond boy, isn't actually the Bond boy. Maybe some sort of magic or curse has swapped
Yes.
yours.
He did mention something of the sort there. Let's see. And he reaches over, pulls over, open a drawer, and pulls out a stack of papers with writing on it. According to the boy's recount, the boy who claims he is in fact not the boy leapt out, stabbed my son with a dagger which nobody has found, and then, let's see, according to this, became my son, who then attacked him, who is actually my son. We've searched. My boy has no such dagger wounds, no blades, no cuts, nothing. So, I'm of the opinion the boy is simply, well, desperate and trying to make excuses.
That may be. But I just want to. We're going to go check out the house, and maybe we can find some answers if that's okay. But I do strongly, knowing some crazy magic has already happened in my life, maybe, just maybe, there's a bit of truth in this. I'm not saying it is the truth. I'm not even saying really anything, just for your sake. To just be cautious and not fully throw that idea out.
Well, I have a question.
What?
What is something that only Leon is your son? What is something that only Leon and you would know, and no one else in the entire world?
You know, admittedly, while I do care for my boy, if I am being quite honest, we don't spend as much time together as I think either of us would like. Don't share many interests. The boy is somewhat of a mystery to me, which is part of what concerns me. So if his behavior is so strange that even I would notice, that's why I've called you all in here, and I certainly don't mean to disregard any of your advice. As for something the boy would know, no other would. His mother loved lilies. And every year he still brings them to her grave. He asks that I go with him, but I can't bear it myself. And you, as far as your recommendations, I will take it into council. Guard. Man walks in. I want you to have 4 men and have them, they are to escort my son anywhere he should go. I want them with them at all times. No exceptions. Am I understood? Good, good. I'll say it's for his own protection just to be safe. And then at least that way, if there is something unnatural afoot here, at least we'll have some eyes on him. But know this, and without sure proof, that boy downstairs will hang in the next few days. I don't believe his story. I see no evidence of it aside from his own quickly scribbled ramblings, but if it is true, then I would hate to find out I've done the unthinkable. But I must go off of fact. It's my job, it's my duty. So if there is some fact here I am missing, please bring it back to me.
I mean, what is truth to you? The things
Truth?
that you saw? Yeah.
You know, my grandfather was a guard captain as well. It's from a bit of a more brutal time, but he had a belief that he said kept things as fair as they could be. And he said that truth is what you can prove. I can believe whatever I would like to, but if I cannot prove it, then my authority, my ability to maintain order around here in a fair way, to where it does not seem arbitrary to my own whims, that is at jeopardy. So if I can prove it when the matter arises and let these people know that it is not simply my whim that a hanging must occur, it is because it is what we have found to be most just. If I can prove that to my people when the time comes, then I will take that as truth.
Well, the truth is that you are firstly a bad parent. And secondly, you're drowning yourself in alcohol when you see it. This is not a good way of looking at it. Even if you can prove it or not. What if this was your son? If in a magical way happened, what would you do next if you hanged your own son?
It's honestly a question that I couldn't even begin to answer. I haven't pondered it much myself. Again, the possibility of this seems very far-fetched to me. I'll stay open to it because it has been presented to me and you all clearly see some possible reality in it. But at the end of the day, I have taken my oaths and I will do what I must. I will do what is called of me. And should I be proven wrong, then I will face my own justice. But for now, I just need to make sure that order is maintained. And if there is something more sinister going on here, then I must see that it is put to stop. Have you any other questions of me, or do you have work to do?
Did you find any sort of coins on Bradley?
coin. No, the
Like this one. I'll hold out one of the copper coins.
not that I've noticed.
Well,
No,
I'll
again,
toss it to him and say, see if your son has one.
I will. Next time he is out, I'll do what I can. Maybe send some men to search his room if you aren't able to get out that way. But perhaps This coin puts it on the desk there.
Doesn't look like a normal copper coin, does it?
This one's a little different. I've never seen something of that sort before, but nor did I see anything similar on the boy when we took him in, but we will look into it.
When we came into town, we recognized him. We saw him pick up a possible coin. It could have looked like this one. But it's just a stretch, but we can always just check.
Well, wouldn't be the first time the fates have been known to be cruel. But soon, I'm sure you all will be able to unravel whatever is going on here, and we will put things right. I have a good feeling about that. If there's no other business you would have with me, I'm afraid I do have some business to attend to myself, and looks over at this bottle there. A bit more drinking to attend to as well. So if there's nothing else, gentlemen.
I'm going to grab his bottle before he sips. And looking at him, I'm going to say, like, very seriously, and I'll prove it to you.
Good sir, your assistance is appreciated, but I am afraid if you don't put that bottle down, then
Okay.
we'll find
I'll
out
do it,
what
yeah.
this town's punishment for theft is.
It's yours. It's your choice how to decide to die, basically.
Good man. Well, you have work to do, and so do I. God, see this man out, please. Men step in. They don't approach to actually usher you out, more to kind of guide the path behind you. With that, as you guys step back out, ready to head back into the evening there, it is still in the evening, and at this point it's rocking more around 6 o'clock or so as you guys are heading off into the night, and that is where we're gonna leave things for this week. All right. So,
Yay!
hey. All right, let's get things swung over here. All right. Yep, that is gonna be it for tonight, y'all. Lots of stuff to set up for next week, and apparently, again, I'm gonna have to adjust the living hell out of them. Little
I don't think
little
they
treasure
do.
fade, because otherwise you guys are gonna be buying this motherfucking kingdom before anything's over. All right, but that's it for tonight. Again, I don't think it was too bad. I'm a little lightheaded, throat's a little sore and everything like that. So hopefully I didn't fuck everything up tonight and set up some bullshit that's gonna drive you all crazy later. But we're gonna go ahead and end it there. Thank everybody for coming through. Hope you have a good one. We will catch you all next week. Peace.
Peace.